The Kentucky Wildcats currently have the top 2020 recruiting class, and in typical Kentucky fashion, they've secured a commitment from yet another 5-star point guard in Devin Askew. Devin is set to enroll at Kentucky after officially reclassifying academically to a senior on March 24th of this year. The 6'3" point guard out of modern day is one of the most well-rounded and efficient players in high school basketball. His numbers on paper aren't the most eye-popping compared to other guards in his class, but I believe his maturity and team-oriented style of play is the reason for this. He's a coachable point guard that plays within the offense, but he's more than capable enough to take over a game by himself. I believe Devin has the potential to be a really special player for the Wildcats, and hopefully this breakdown will give you an idea of what to expect from Devin next season. Devin is a real throwback point guard prospect. Majority of the time, Devin makes a conscious effort to create open shots for his teammates when orchestrating the offense. He plays at his own pace in transition and operating in the half court. Devin is usually unwavered by defensive pressure, making accurate and on-target passes when facing double teams. He's a very shifty ball handler that's able to penetrate the defense at his choosing. Naturally, this forces the defense to collapse, which in return allows Devin to use his excellent court vision to spot the open man. Devin is also comfortable operating out of the pick and roll, consistently hitting the roller diving to the basket or hitting the shooter on the perimeter. Devin just does what a point guard is supposed to do, which is being an extension of the coach on the floor and making the game easy for your teammates. The way he's able to control the tempo of the game is just very impressive for a 17-year-old. What I like about Devin is that he's a pass-first point guard that's capable of creating his own shot in most situations. He's one of the best perimeter shooting point guards in the 2020 class. During the 2019 EYBL circuit, he shot an excellent 41% from three-point range on 99 attempts. His super quick release and smooth follow-through not only allow him to excel as a catch-and-shoot threat, but he's also a dangerous shooter off the dribble. He does a great job making the defense pay if they decide to sag off or go under ball screens. Devin has no issue shooting the ball in ISO situations as well. He likes to rock defenders to sleep with his handle and then quickly rise up into a jump shot. His range extends well beyond the three-point line, and there's really not a spot on the floor that Devin isn't comfortable shooting from. Devin also shows a lot of promise as a dribble drive attacker. Even though this isn't the strongest area of his game, Devin has the handle, size, and finesse around the rim that could potentially make him a solid driver getting to the basket. He doesn't have a very explosive first step off the dribble, but his handle is very elite and he can shift most defenders with crossovers and change of pace dribble. He has terrific size for a point guard standing at 6'3" and weighing 190 pounds. He tends to lean in with his shoulder to absorb contact on the drive, and he has a nice touch around the rim, finishing with either his right or left hand. He will need to improve his efficiency at the basket, but I'll discuss that later in the video. Devin is a talented on-ball defender that can really disrupt an offense. He averaged an impressive 2 steals per game on the EYBL circuit. He has a pretty average 6'5" wingspan, but his lateral quickness and active hands make up for it. He plays with a lot of passion. Devin is just a very competitive player that's not afraid to pick up his man full court. Sometimes his emotions get the best of him, but he's usually level-headed for the most part. So when I was watching film on Devin, I quickly noticed that he occasionally has issues getting to the basket and finishing at the rim. He's a good athlete, but not exceptional. When he's being defended by more athletic defenders, he has a tough time turning the corner to get that first step around the defense. At the rim, Devin doesn't convert as well as you would think for someone his size. For one, he's a below the rim finisher, which is why I believe he has difficulty finishing over length. Devin could also be more physical when attacking the basket as well. He settles for a lot of difficult floaters and runners when he's bumped on the drive. It's clear that he's more comfortable scoring on the perimeter than in the paint. He even shot a slightly lower percentage on 2-pointers than 3-pointers during the EYBL season. He has the tools to be a good finisher. I feel like a lot of his struggles is a mental thing, but he'll need to figure it out before he's up against elite defenders in the SEC. And Devin is one of the best point guard prospects in the 2020 class, but I would like to see him improve his decision making with the ball. Offensively, he could be very trigger happy from the perimeter when he's trying to get things going. He's a great shooter, but he gets in bad habits of settling for really difficult jump shots. Also, Devin has spurts throughout a game where he tries to do a little too much, whether it's forcing his way to the rim or throwing unnecessary passes. Majority of his turnovers aren't due to lack of court vision or basketball IQ. They mainly come from a mixture of trying to play hero ball and occasional laziness. Devin is a very smart basketball player, so his decision making should improve over time as he matures. Well, here's my verdict. Devin Askew is arguably the best pure point guard in the 2020 class. There's only a handful of players in high school basketball that could dictate the pace of the game as well as Devin. He's a very unselfish player that looks to set up his teammates first before getting his own. But Devin's sharp shooting and ball handling ability make him a very special offensive talent as well. I believe Devin will make an immediate impact for the Wildcats, especially with the way he competes on both ends of the floor. If he continues to elevate his game and remain healthy, then I truly believe Devin will be an NBA pro one day.